Assalamu alaikum students. This is AVM Yusuf Imam, your English teacher from Horikhali High School, Shunatala, Bogura. Welcome you in my online English class. Hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah during this tough COVID-19 situation. All the praises for Almighty that we are still fine. It's a class for class 8 unit 5 lesson 4. In our last class we discussed Shamima, an amazing woman. In this class we will discuss about an old man, most probably an old man, a man who loves trees. So after learning this text, you will be able to infer meaning from context, ask and answer question, write answer to question. So to enjoy the class, stay tuned. Now I am erasing the board. After that we will learn some important vocabularies or keywords that are available in the first portion of your text. This text we are going to learn, At the lesson 4, the first keywords, profession, 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 it's a noun. Profession means your father work, you are a student, I am a teacher. The very duty of a person is called profession. For example, your father works in an NGO. This is his profession. You are a student. This is your profession. And I am a teacher. This teaching job is my profession. Clear? Okay. So profession means occupation. O-C-C-U, P-A-T-I-O-N, occupation. Then sapling, S-A-P-L-I-N-G, sapling, noun. Sapling means young trees, very young trees. That means we can say it plant, P-L-A-N-T, plant. Then we have passion, another keyword, passion, P-A-S-S-I-O-N, passion. Passion means something you feeling from heart, something that you feel from your heart. So your feeling of the heart is a kind of passion, that is emotion. E-M-O-T-I-O-N, emotion. Then gigantic, G-I-G-A-N-T-I-C, gigantic, it's an adjective. Gigantic. Sometimes we see some banyan trees which are very big, very big. So we can say any very big thing, gigantic. We can say huge or very big. But huge is appropriate here. Very big for your better understand. Then mission, M-I-S-S-I-O-N, mission, it's a noun. Mission means sometimes our army goes to abroad for peacekeeping mission. This kind of task is called mission. Any kind of important and risky work is mission. An important assignment, an important Assignment. 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 An important assignment. Okay, clear? Profession, occupation, sapling, plant, passion, emotion, gigantic, huge, mission, and important assignment. And these assignments are sometimes risky, sometimes hazardous, sometimes challenging, sometimes a matter of passion. Okay, clear? Okay, now I am erasing this board. Now I will give you some short question after discussing the text in short or in brief. A man who loves trees. Every people has some liking or disliking. For example, you like stamp collecting, I like gardening, someone like fishing, someone like play football. This kind of liking we say sometimes hobby. But here in the text we learn about a man whose name is Kartik Paramanik, lives in the furthest corner of Bangladesh in a village named Tarapur. He was inspired his father. He was inspired by his father. His father told him he can earn God's blessing by doing any good work. Kartik Paramanik is a hairdresser, barber by profession, and once upon a time there was no tree in his village. People who moves around sometimes get very exhausted and they try to find a cold place to take rest, but there was hardly any trees in his village and there was no place for the common people or the passerby to take rest. As a result, Kartik thought if he start his tree planting mission, after a time the people who moves to and fro or the people who are passerby will be able to take rest under the trees. And when Kartik started this mission, he was inspired by his father's advice. Now he has planted a lot of trees in his village, around his village, and he has kept his signature in the nature. Kartik works all day hard to earn money for his family, and at night he goes out to plant his trees, his saplings. Sometimes he takes one or two laborers for the trees and works together, and he pays the money from his own pocket. Really, it's a great social work. A man, Kartik, a man who don't know how to sign, how to write, but he keeps his sign everywhere in the nature. Really, this is an amazing thing. He is an amazing man who hardly can sign but kept his sign all around the nature. Okay, now it's a big text and you go through the text for 15 minutes. By this time, I am writing some short questions. After reading this text, you will answer that. Okay? Your time starts from now. These short questions are MCQ type. MCQ type short question. MCQ type question. Number 1. How old is Kartik? How old is Kartik? K-A-R-T-I-K. How old is Kartik? Number 2. What is the age of many of his trees? What is the age of many of his trees? Number 3. When he started to plant trees? When did he start to plant trees? To PLANT, to plant trees. Number 4. Who inspired him? Who inspired him? Number 5. Kartik can hardly Okay, I think you have already got the answer. How old is Kartik? Answer is how old is Kartik? Answer is 63 years old. Yes, 63 years. How old is Kartik? 63 years. What is the age of many of his trees? Answer is 35 to 40. 35 to 40 years. 35 to 40 years. When did he started to plant trees? When did? It means what was his age when he started to plant trees? At 10 years old. Yes. Answer. At 10 years. At the age of 10 years, or at 10 years old. Who inspired him? His father. Yes. His father. Number 5. Kartik can hardly. Here you will get the answer. A man who can hardly sign his name, leaving his signature all around in nature. So, Kartik can hardly sign his name. Sign his name. Okay? I think you have answered correctly. Match your answer with mine. Okay, now I am erasing the board. You can again have a glance on your textbook. Now I will give you some short question, and you have to write the answers of the question within one or two lines. Within one or two lines, okay? It's a big test, but the text is not very tough. Easy, but easy. Number one, short question. S-H-O-R-T, short. Questions. Short questions. Number one, what is Kartik Pramanik? What is Kartik Pramanik? What is Kartik Pramanik? Number two, where does he live? Where does he live? Where does he live? Number three, why did Kartik start tree planting mission? Why did Kartik start tree planting mission? Why did Kartik start tree planting mission? Number four, how do he manage the costing of tree plantation? How do he manage the costing of tree plantation? How do he manage the costing of tree plantation? Number five, why do he water the plant at night? Why do he water the plant at night? Why do he water the plant at night? I hope you have completed your reading. Now you write answer to the question. Your time is 10 minutes. Okay. Now you match your answer with my answer. Answer number one. What is Kartik Pramanik? Kartik Pramanik. We know from the text that at the second line, at the end of the second line, here it is told he is a hairdresser by profession. So what is Kartik Pramanik? Kartik Pramanik is a hairdresser. Kartik Pramanik is K-A-R-T-I-K, Kartik, P-O-R-A-M-A-N-I-K. Kartik Pramanik is a hairdresser. D-R-E-S-S-E-R. Kartik Pramanik is a hairdresser. Clear? Okay. Number two, Where does he live? He, at the first line, we get the answer. At the farthest corner of Bangladesh, there is a village called Tarapur. Where does he live? He lives in Tarapur. He lives. Does, so the base form of the verb. He lives. He, third person, singular number, so lives. S is added. He lives in Tarapur. Tarapur. He lives in Tarapur. He lives in Tarapur. Tara, in Bangla, Tara means star, but not the name Starpur in English. It's a proper noun, so Tarapur is Tarapur. Number 3. Why did Kartik start tree planting mission? From the text we learned that once there was hardly any trees in the village, people suffer a lot at the sunset. That's why Kartik start to plant trees. Okay, so we will write, why did Kartik start tree planting mission? Kartik started tree planting mission because there was hardly any tree in his village. Kartik did. So this verb is in base form, and here past form must be written. Kartik, started. Kartik started tree planting mission Kartik started. Here start, but here past form, as the question is in past form. Okay, Kartik started tree planting mission because once there was hardly any tree in his village. Kartik started tree planting mission because once there was hardly any tree in his village. Hardly any trees in his village. Okay. Now, how do he manage the costing of tree plantation? From the text, in a line, he would pay all the expenses from his own pocket. He would pay all the expenses from his own pocket. So, number 4 is, how do he manage the costing of tree plantation? He managed the costing himself, or he pay all the expenses from his own pocket. He managed the costing he managed the costing himself. Or he pay the money from his own pocket. He pay the money from his own pocket. Okay. He pay the money from his own pocket. Number 5. Why do he water the plant at night? Why do he water the plant at night? At the last portion, it is written to earn money for his family. All day he works hard. So he goes out at night to water the plant. Why do he water the plant at night? He watered the plant at night. From here, why does I mistake here? Why does he water the plant at night? He waters the plant at night because he works hard all day long. He works hard all day to earn money for his family. He waters the plant at night because he works hard all day, not day, all day. He works hard all day to earn money for his family. He waters the plant at night because he works hard all day to earn money for his family, because he has children, he has a wife, he afford money for them. They need food and clothing, and that's why he earns money all day long, and at night he gets time before going to bed, he waters his plants. Okay, I think you have understood all the answer, and I hope your answer is also correct. But if you have some mistakes in your answers, you must correct them. Okay, now I am erasing the board. It's a good social work. It's a great work indeed that Kartik is doing. We should also learn this type of work, because any kind of social work, by any kind of social work, we can earn God's blessing. So like Kartik, we can do this type of social work because trees are very important for our environment. Okay, now homework. In your textbook, you have some question here, 52D. So this is your homework, page number 52D. Okay, this is your homework. Okay, my dear students of class 8, this is the end of the class for this day. We will meet again with a new class, and till then, stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.